chances. Don't be shy. Just call them right, 'cause their cards don't lie. On Card Sharks. And here's the host of Card Sharks, Jim Perry.
Thank you very much, and welcome to Card Sharks. Nice to have you here with us. Thank you. And we'd like to thank Elizabeth Knoll of Union, New Jersey for that opening poem. Thank you, Elizabeth. Now let's open the board and get to the cards. Janice and Marky, if you will, start loading in the cards and we'll meet our players on Card Sharks. Delanjan Soisa, our champion.
Great to be back.
You've been back a few days now.
Yes, and I've been enjoying it every day.
I think I would enjoy it too if I'd done as well as you. $16,725 worth. Yes, that's enjoyment. You're working on a degree in a PhD in chemistry.
Right.
Yes. Is there a specific kind of chemistry that you're working on?
I mean, organic chemistry and the narrow branch organosilicon chemistry.
Good.
It's a fairly new field.
How do you intend to use that?
There are a lot of uses.
Yes. Good.
And
well,
not 10 years' time, you'll see.
Okay, well, we wish you well with the PhD. You're doing very well here, Delanjan. The challenger, this is Vicki Wyndham. Hi, Vicki. Nice to see you again. And we met you briefly with the One Show, so won't you again remind us about yourself?
My name is Vicki Wyndham. I'm born and raised in Chicago, Illinois. I moved here about 4 years ago. I'm married to a traveling salesman. We have a 19-month-old son. I work part-time as a bookkeeper, and I'm just learning how to play baseball.
Are you a little more relaxed now?
Yes.
You're a little nervous, Celeste. Yes? You're more
Much
relaxed?
more so, thank
well, you're
you.
playing very well because we play the best 2 out of 3, and each of you have one game. I believe, now, Delanjan, you've been the champion for a while, but every match has gone to 2 out of 3.
Right.
And here we go again.
Get him this time.
Each player with one game and $100. We've set up for the tiebreaker here with just 3 cards up there. The cards, of course, have been shuffled, and the players cut the cards. Delanjan, the champion, plays the upper cards, the red deck. Vicki, the challenger, the lower cards, the blue deck. And with those 3 cards, someone's going to get a crack at the money cards very quickly. As we left off, Vicki, the question goes to you. Vicki, we asked 100 men. Have you ever secretly longed to punch your boss right in the kisser? How many men said yeah?
Oh, I tell you, men are kind of take things out on their bosses that they might even really be wrong themselves, but they're not going to admit it. So I think that they probably wanted to punch him a lot more. Probably about 35.
35 have secretly longed to punch the boss right in the kisser, Delanjan.
I'm not going to comment on that question because, for certain reasons, I would say it's higher.
Even higher.
Higher. I have a very nice boss, by the way.
Of course, yes. If it is higher, you'll get to play the cards first, Delanjan. If not, it'll be Vicki. And the actual number of men who secretly want to punch their boss right in the kisser is 77, Delanjan. It is very much higher. No. And Delanjan, you start with a king.
I like it lower.
Lower than a king. A 4.
That's good. Higher.
If this is higher, Delanjan wins the match for the win. No! And Vicki gets a great break, a free chance to play a 3.
Beautiful. I'm going to go higher.
Higher than a 3. It is a 6.
Oh, good. I'm going to go higher.
If it's higher, we have a new champion on Card Sharks for the win. Yes! Vicki wins it. Congratulations, Vicki. And Delanjan, you're leaving us with $16,725. You're a fine champion, Delanjan.
Thank you.
And good luck with the new baby.
Thank you.
Thank you. Delanjan Soisa. Come on, Vicki. Come on down here. Well, congratulations. Vicki's going for the big money right after this commercial break, so don't go away. You defeated a tough champion.
The bids get big.
13,000.
The prizes get bigger.
A home in Florida.
On the biggest game show on TV. The Price is Right. Saturday at 10:30.
with our champion, Vicki Wyndham, who is already $200 richer. Congratulations.
Thank you.
You defeated a very tough champion.
Very tough.
And now we go for the big money.
Good.
Let's open the board and get to the money cards. Come on, Vicki. Good, she says, and good I hope it's going to be. The money cards, you feel lucky? That's great. The money cards are all shuffled and cut. And we give you $200 on the bottom line. Janice is dealing out 3 cards. Move up to the second level. We'll give you another $200 of betting money and 3 more cards. Remember your minimum bet's $50 until you get to the top card, the big bet, and there you must risk at least half the money.
Okay.
Vicki, come on now. Relax. Get comfortable. Get the thinking cap on and get good cards. Here's $200.
Feel good.
Remember, you can change your base card on each of the 3 levels if you need to. You're starting with $200 and an ace.
Beautiful. That's a great way to start. I'll go lower. All of it.
$200 lower than an ace. Yes,
Oh,
with a 5.
that's good too. I'm going to go $100 higher.
$100. She's risking that this card is higher than a 5, and it is a king.
Good going. I'll go all of it lower.
$500 lower than a king. Yes, with a 6.
Right.
Good job on the bottom level with $1,000. $200 more dollars of betting money.
Change it, please.
You can change it as you move up, so the 6 becomes an 8. You're in the middle. You got
Okay,
$1,200 and you're in the middle.
I see some pretty hard cards. I'm going to go $100 lower.
$100 lower than an 8. Yes, a
Good.
5.
Okay, good.
$1,300 and a 5.
I'm going to go $200 higher.
Let's get it much higher now. $200
Come on, way high.
higher than a 5.
Okay,
Down to
that's
$1,100,
okay.
but a little
That's
better
okay.
card.
I'm going to go $300 higher again.
$300.
Come on,
Higher
be
than
an
a 4. An 8.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
All right, you got the other 300. Up goes the 8. I don't think I have to ask you, do I, Vicki?
Please change it.
Big change with $1,400
Come on,
for the
be
big
there.
bet. You'll play a 9. Vicki, you must bet at least $700. You've got $1,400 and a 9. What's your big bet?
I see a lot of little cards there. Now, I'm going to bet half of it, $700, that it's higher.
Going a little against the odds, hoping for a higher card. I hope you're right.
I do too.
$700 higher than a 9. No.
That's
And you lose $700, but still you
That's
wind up with
way
$700,
ahead.
$200 in the game. That's $900, Vicki.
you.
Not too bad considering the bad cards you got there. $900 is more than you came in with.
Really, for sure, way more.
And Vicki is still here. She'll meet a new challenger right after this commercial break. Okay.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Our champion, Vicki Wyndham. Vicki, you said you're happy to be over on this side, the champion side.
I like it better here. It's more comfortable.
Can't say as I blame. Okay, Vicki, Janice is dealing out 2 brand new decks of cards, and we'll meet a new challenger on Card Sharks. Les Boomer. Hello, Les. Welcome.
Hi, Jim.
Nice to have you here.
Thank you.
Could you tell us a little about yourself, sir?
Okay, I'm a songwriter, guitar player, boat builder, sailor. I love to play tennis. I'm a father, daddy, and when I'm not chasing rainbows, I'm a salesman for a clothing manufacturer.
Oh, have you written any songs that we might know yet?
Unfortunately, not. No, but mainly for my friends and
But someday.
my wife.
Well, maybe you'll get a good one there.
I'm going to go after it.
That's the way. Nice to have you here with us.
Thank you.
I know you're going after the win right here, Les.
Yes.
You'll play the lower cards, the blue deck. Vicki, the upper cards, the red deck. And Vicki, we asked 100 pregnant women. Now, these are all women who are at least 6 months pregnant. If the NBC News team wanted to film the birth of your baby, would you agree to it? How many pregnant women said they would be willing to have the birth of their baby filmed?
I have to tell you, I had my son natural childbirth, and if I had it to do over again, I would definitely have it filmed. I don't know who I'd show it to, but I would have it filmed.
Well, this is the
I would
NBC
say-
News team.
For TV? Heck yeah. Yeah, I go for it. I'm going to say about, there's a lot of shy, I'd say 30.
30 would be willing to have the birth of their baby filmed by NBC News.
Boy, I know that when my wife and I had our first daughter, it's a very, very personal thing. I think the number's going to be a little lower.
Lower. The actual number of pregnant women who would be willing to have the birth of their baby filmed is 38, not lower. Vicki.
Good going.
Vicki, you were very close to it. I guess a lot of people are very proud. Vicki, you're starting with a 5.
I'm going to keep that 5, and I'm going to go higher.
Higher than a 5. Yes, a 7.
Good. I'll freeze with the 7, please.
And we move over the freeze bar, and Vicki takes that 1 card advantage. Les, we asked 100 women. If someone told you that they knew some really juicy gossip about your best friend, would you listen to it? How many women said they would listen to the gossip about their best friend?
Women love gossip. They would definitely listen to it. And I would say number would be very high. I would say 80. 80 women would listen to the gossip.
Would listen to the gossip about their best friend.
I agree with his reasonings, but I don't think it's going to be that high. I'm going to say lower.
Lower. The actual number of women who would listen to gossip about their best friend is 57. Vicki, you're right. It's lower. Still,
Change
more than
that
half
7,
would.
please.
You got a 7?
Change it,
And
please.
you want to change it. Changing it to a 3.
3, good going. Okay, we're going to go higher.
Higher than a 3. Yes, a 9.
9. Man, that 9 killed me over there. I'm going to freeze.
You'll freeze. Vicki needs 2 cards for the first game of the match. The question to you, Vicki. We asked 100 married women, if you found a house you really loved but could not afford, would you be willing to share it with another couple? How many married women said they would be willing to share the house with another married couple?
I think that it's really hard for 2 women to live together, period, no, under any circumstances. So I'm going to say that's pretty low. I'm going to say about 16.
16.
Jim, I'd say it has to be lower than that. You're married. It's a private thing to live with another couple. And
Even lower
wondering
than
when
that.
you're going to fool around. It's got to be lower.
Never thought of that, Les. The actual number of married women who would share a house with another couple is 6. You're right, Les. It is lower.
Good card, Jim. Come on, let's get a good card.
Now Les gets a look at his base card. It is a 5.
I'm going to change that card.
Changing the 5 to a 7.
Oh. It's got to be higher.
Higher than a 7. No, a 3. Not higher, and Vicki gets a free chance to play off the 9 and call this.
I'm going to go with the odds this time and go lower.
Lower than a 9. No, this time it's higher. It is not lower. Vicki couldn't take advantage of it. Janice fills in the spaces. Sudden death. Someone has to win with this play of the cards. Les, we asked 100 housewives. Have you ever sat in the house an entire day waiting for a repairman who never showed up?
Definitely.
How many housewives said yes, they have?
My wife has always waited for the repairman to come home, whether it be me or somebody else. I would say that the number's going to be high, about 70.
70 have waited all day for a repairman who never showed up, Vicki.
Usually they show up, and I wouldn't even wait if they didn't come. I'm going to say it's lower.
Lower. The actual number of housewives who've spent an entire day waiting for a repairman is 80. It is not lower. Les, you've got control of the board.
Okay, Jim, let's
Les,
change that card.
it is sudden death.
Sudden
Listen
death.
carefully. You have a 7. You need 4 cards. Vicki has a 9. She needs 2, but you've got control. Do you want to play it or pass it?
I've got to pass it to Vicki.
All right, Vicki, if you can turn them both over, you've won the game, but one mistake and Les
I'm
wins
going to
it.
go with the odds still, and I'm going to say it's lower.
She's got a 9, and she says lower than the 9. It is an 8. 1 to go.
I see pretty low cards. I'm going to say this one's higher.
Higher than an 8. Yes, it is, and Vicki in sudden death pulls it out and wins game number 1 and $100. And Janice will set up for game number 2, if you will, please. Right down to the wire with another tough match. Good players. Here come the next cards off the top of the decks. And Vicki, we'll start with a question to you. Vicki, we asked 100 men who have been divorced 3 or more times. Are you still in love with one of your ex-wives? How many divorced men admitted they were?
Boy, I would think that out of one of them, they had to love at least one, wouldn't you think?
How many were still in love?
Still in love. I would say maybe 25.
25 divorced men, 3 or more times, still in love with one of their ex-wives, Les?
It's got to be higher. They married him. They had the romance at one time. It's got to be higher.
You say higher. And the actual number of divorced men who are still in love with one of their ex-wives is 23. Not higher, Vicki. Vicki was very close to right on. Vicki, a 4.
I'm going to keep that 4, and I'm going higher.
Higher than a 4. Yes, a 6.
I'm going to keep going, and I'm going to go higher still.
Higher than a 6. No, a 5. This time the challenger gets a break. Les with a free chance to play a queen.
Good card. It's got to be lower.
Lower than a queen. An ace. No! What a time for an ace to come up. Janice fills in the spaces. Les, in a game you need, your question. We asked 100 third-grade children in Ohio. Should schools be kept open on Saturdays? How many third graders said yes?
No, no one likes to go to school more than they have to. It's a really low number. I know when I was school, I hated it. It's got to be 20.
20 third graders.
Just for basic, the same reason. Kids don't like school. Why should they want to go any more than they already do? So I'm going to say it's even lower than that.
Lower than that? The actual number of third graders who said schools should be kept open on Saturdays is 8, very much lower. Vicky.
Good. Okay. I'm going to keep that card, and I'm going to go higher again.
She has a 4, higher than a 4. Oh, no, another 4. Not higher, and again, the challenger gets a break with a queen less.
Again. No more aces.
Lower than a queen. This one is a 4.
And I'll go higher.
Higher than a 4.
I got a freeze.
Freezing it. Needing 2 cards to tie up the match. Question to you, Vicky. Vicky, we asked 100 people. If you were eating in a restaurant, listen to this question. If you were eating in a restaurant and a stranger asked if he could taste your food, would you let him? How many people said they would let the stranger taste their food?
My husband we were in Lake Tahoe, and this guy walked up and asked if he could have a cigarette. He wouldn't even give him a cigarette, so I wouldn't think people are going to exchange food like that with just anybody.
How many would?
I'm going to say low, about maybe 7.
7 would let the stranger taste the food.
Well, I'll tell you, if it was a good-looking gal, or vice versa, if you were a lady and was a good-looking man and said, you know, that looks kind of good, I think it's going to be just a little bit higher.
Higher. The actual number of people who would let a stranger taste their food is 19. Less, it is higher.
Okay, Jim, let's change that.
You know what it might be, too? I think somebody would be so shocked they would let him if that happened. You've got an 8 less?
Let's change it.
Changing the 8 to... Oh, a 6. A little better.
Okay, it's going to be higher.
Higher than a 6. A 7.
Oh, it's going to be higher.
Gonna go for it to tie up the match. Higher it is. He took a chance and it paid off. Each player with 1 game and $100. The tiebreaker coming up right after this. Well, once again, we come down to the wire with each player with 1 game and $100. We set up for the tiebreaker with 3 cards up there. 3 questions here. Someone goes to the money cards. Good luck to both of you. You're fine players. Les, we asked 100 women. Have you ever quit being friends with a girlfriend because she told a secret you had confided to her? How many women said yes?
Boy, that's a tough question. I've never known anybody that if they really had a good friend and they told something they weren't supposed to on them, I'd say it's a relatively low number, 20.
He says that 20 women have quit being friends with a girlfriend because she told a secret she had confided to her.
If they're that good a friend, they shouldn't tell the secret. I'm going to say it's lower.
Lower.
Yes.
The actual number of women who would quit being friends with a girlfriend who revealed a secret is 27, not lower. Less. Les, you start off the tiebreaker with a 4.
That's not a bad card. Higher.
Higher than a 4.
Lower.
For the championship, lower. We have a new champion with a 3. Les wins it. Congratulations. Vicky, you're leaving us with $1,000. Thank you, Vicky.
So much.
Vicky Wyndham. Les, come on down here with me, and we'll be right back after this. Way to go.
Thank you.
We're running out of time. We wanted to give Les a shot at the money cards, so the cards have been dealt out in front of our audience. And good luck, Les. Here's $200. Let's see if we get a good base card to start you off with.
Good card.
Les, it is a 2.
Yeah!
Great card.
The whole thing higher.
$200. Higher than a 2.
Yeah!
King, another good card.
The whole thing lower. Come
$400. Lower than a king. A 6.
Oh, okay.
800. Nah, you got to think about it a moment.
$200 higher.
$200. That this card is higher than a 6. Ace for $1,000.
Hey,
$1,200 when we give you the other $200.
I'm going to keep that card and I'm going to go lower. The whole thing.
All of it $1,200 lower than an ace. Yes!
Yeah, okay.
$2,400 and you're near the middle.
Okay, $400 that it's lower.
Good size bet on the 9. $400 lower than that 9. No, another 9. Down to 2,000, but still 2 cards to go, Les.
I'm only going to bet $100 this time that it's lower again.
$100 lower than a 9. No, a king.
Good card.
Yeah, good trade. $100 for a king. Up it goes.
The whole thing lower.
You have $1,900. He's betting it all. Nothing or $3,800. Lower than a king. Yes! For the two. $3,800. That's the way to finish the day, Les. Good job. Come on down here. And Les with the $200 in the game. That gives you an even $4,000 for the first game on Card Shark.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're a good player. You deserved it.
Thank you.
That's a good card.
Boy, heartbreaker.
Well, we've got a good champion on our hands, and I hope you'll come back next time. We'll have a new challenger for this fine champion. See if he gets a chance to do it again. Thank you for joining us. Come back and see us next time on Card Sharks. Bye-bye for now.
A representative of the studio audience will receive the Joggin' Tramp, a rebound exerciser for jogging and indoor exercise, an efficient and convenient method of body exercise for young and old. The Joggin' Tramp, furnished by Round Trampoline. And some of our contestants will receive Thumb Ease Budget Keeper. It's pocket-sized, practical, and makes keeping your budget easy. We organize Phyllis Diller, we can organize you. And Bed Sack, new idea in bed covering. Provides luxury upholstery for your old mattresses and box springs, and protection for new, furnished by Bed Sack. And La Crosse Quality Manicure Accessories, a standard of quality for nail files, tweezers, nail clips, emery boards, cuticle and nail scissors and nippers. La Crosse. And a gift pack including Sous Bee Spun Cream Honey, the soft spreadable honey in the reusable plastic table server. Sous Bee Spun Cream Honey, the delicious pure honey spread. This is Gene Wood speaking for Card Sharks. A Mark Goodson, Bill Todman production.